So, Jono, what a difference 48 hours can make.
Yeah, in terms of results, I don't think there were huge amounts of difference in terms of performance, but that's the way football goes. Today we've fallen on the right side of it, although we've created the better chances in the game. I think the weather, how warm it was. I mean, I'm still sweating now. It's unbelievable, really, how warm it was. And then obviously that, we call it wind, breeze, just played havoc with both sides. And I think any team that were playing down the slope seemed to have the advantage on it. But we defended ever so well, second half, and created our own chances. I won't call it on the counter attack, but sort of bided our time, created some good chances. So well-deserved win. I always talk about performance and that. Generally, if we play well, and when we play well, we believe we can get a good result. But it's nice to see that when you have to dig in and defend well, that you get the points as well.
Certainly rewarded as well with a first clean sheet of the season as well.
Yeah, as I said, fantastic performances from Mateus. Pulled off what looked like a world-class save late in the game. The back three again, Roscoe, Smith and Thornley have been outstanding, and the two lads in front, Sargent and Lois, two lads you could argue probably always one with the red cards they both had so early in the season, but I thought they were brilliant. And then it allowed the front three to play, especially the first half. Dudley, Jordan and Rio with the two wing backs, being heavily involved. It was a pleasing performance from everyone.
Certainly was. Touching on the wing backs, both of Brad Jackson and Michael Afue, both playing unfamiliar positions, but transitioned into those new positions really well. Yeah,
we know Mikey prefers to play off the right, coming into it on his left foot. So maybe a bit of a change of him normally being an out-and-out winger as opposed to being a wing back. Obviously, we had no John Taylor available to us today, so we wanted something similar on that side. Someone that could come in and link up, and Brad did a great job of that.
Certainly. So what did you make of it in terms of in that first half? Were you quite disappointed that it was just the one, or did you feel that it would have been better suited if we were 2 or 3?
Listen, when you've played 4 games and you've been behind in every game 1-0, you're never disappointed to come in 1-0 up. Absolutely not. You want more because you want to feel safer. But 1-0 wins, you get the same amount of points. We're not here. Listen, I've seen quite a bit, especially with the Hereford guys, what they're going for at this moment in time. And I think sometimes we forget that all it's about is getting 3 points. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter how many goals by. It's not always about performance. You don't get extra points for anything. It's all about 3 points. And today we've you could argue, one of our worst performances in my opinion this season, but that's a bit harsh maybe from a lot of people's perspectives. I'm talking about on the ball, being a constant attacking wise, but we were dead resilient, and as I said, we still created really good chances. Some people might think differently to me, but I thought they poured it on us second half, and we got set deep quite often. And when we picked the right pass, we got into good areas. We should have put them to bed with ball. They had a couple of good chances. Sarge had a good chance towards the end. But that's the nature of football, isn't it? The opposition are trying to stop you.
We've already touched on the first start of the season from Mikey Afue, but also probably most notably Rio Clegg, who led the line alongside Jordan Hume. What did you make of his afternoon today?
Very good, yeah. Listen, the kid's magic. He does things that other players don't do. He's not been overcoached yet, so he doesn't want to have a first touch and then go backwards, safety first. He'll try things that'll put the opposition on the back foot. I think half the time he doesn't know what he's going to do, so the opposition certainly don't. But that's what makes him special. I had a bit of a chat with him where he's getting everyone on the edge of the seat, isn't he? And people are clapping him, and then he's giving the ball away. And we've just got to neaten that up and tidy that up with him. That he understands that holding on to the ball sometimes is the right option rather than just try things and the opposition then create a chance from it. But listen, he's a top player. Me and the gaffer have spoke plenty of times about when he's due his start, and he's waited patiently. He's trained hard, and he's got his start today. Unfortunately, not got his goal.
Certainly so. I thought the subs as well shored us up quite a lot as well.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good squad performance today. The changes certainly helped us. I think actually once we made the changes, it allowed us to create them chances we're talking about. The David Ball one that was played across the box by Sarge, could we got Sarge an extra 10 yards further forward, which is what he's about. He's an athlete, joining in attacks and then playing across the box ball. He will probably tell you himself he should have done better. So I think the subs, the changes, the change of shape allowed us to play further up the pitch and get bodies in support of the forwards.
Certainly so. And now our attention turns to Oxford City. Obviously a narrow defeat last time we faced up to them, but another difficult task on paper.
yeah, when are they not difficult? You know, I never stand here, or Bernard never stands here and we go, oh, got an easy one coming up now. This will be nice. Next 4 games, we're going to pick up max. It doesn't work like that. Going against an Oxford who were full time. And for some reason, sides don't like you saying that when they are. But we're coming up against a full time outfit on a 4G pitch, travelling down there. So they're all tough games. That was tough. You know, Hereford are near the bottom themselves. They'd won 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 5 now. And you see the stuff that the gaffer is having said about him, and I find it disgusting. I find it so distasteful that grown people hide behind keyboards and abuse managers the way they do. I don't care what football club and how many supporters these football clubs get. I think it's disgusting that somebody who's trying to do the best they can, who have families that go to games, have to face the abuse they do, and all they're trying to do is be the best they can be. That's not a team. That Hereford team's not there and lay down. They've done everything they can to try and get a result. You know, they're playing for their manager. But it happens, you know, it's happened to us last season where we didn't win for a long, long time. It's happened to myself and Bernard Chester where the fans turn quicker. But these ex-league clubs have a certain belief that they shouldn't be in the leagues that they are. But it's nothing to do with how many fans you've got. It's about what you're doing on the pitch. And unfortunately, you're at this level for a reason because of what's gone on the pitch in the past. And that's not the current manager's fault. So it takes time. Lost a lot of the better players, and they'll get it right. I just hope. It just disappoints me that you see the stuff you see because, as I said, you've been through it and you know how he's feeling.
Certainly so. And just one final word on how fantastic our fans were all throughout this game.
Brilliant. They always are. Look, I keep going back and harping back to 2.5 years ago when we took this job with 2 local lads, and to see regular crowds of over 4 figures at the Nuven, he's incredible because we remember the days of 70 people watching, 100 people watching. Really good following today from Hereford, obviously, as well. But we're in the summer holidays, people are still away, people only gone to the beach today with the good weather. We're getting big crowds, but what comes with that as well is the noise that they create. You know, we know that. It was so good against Worksop when we got that equaliser and it built the momentum and it pushed on. And today it was the opposite. We're hanging on, but you could hear them supporting. I like what they did when they went under the shelter at the bottom end because it creates that little bit more noise. Obviously, they had the away end, the fell end, but they're brilliant people. And I've said it plenty of times that at the end of the game when you're clapping the supporters that you know on a personal level. I mean, how many was on 1,000? Probably 800 of them are Bernard's family. So it's nice standing there and be able to look into the crowd and see the people that you know. So, long may it continue.
Perfect. Cheers, Johnny.